Welcome to round 11 of the Can-Am Sprint Car Series here at USA International Speedway, presented by iRacing.com, founded by Sean Brown here in 2021. These drivers are wrapping up qualifying. Before they go heat race, they're going to do tonight's invitation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, here we go. Heat number 1 here at USA International Speedway, Lakeland, Florida, the Can-Am Sprint Car Series. Front row, it's Jesse Dacus. Sean Brown looks to be in second position. Jax Young, second row inside in the 24. From the Firm Motorsports in the 47, it's Jason Randolph. Third row inside the 43, Joe Howe. Alongside Brandon Surratt in the 73 from B&S Racing. Last row inside, I believe brand new, Caleb Brockman in the 6, and Gage Stevens in the 5, gridding 8th. 8 laps the distance, top 3 automatically advance. I'm Casey Souch, aka Big Bacon, up in the booth for Dirt Dogs International Racing Network. Alongside me tonight, Jacob Keith. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, brother, man. I'm ready to watch these 360 sprint cars go around USA International tonight, right alongside you.
Man, these drivers every week in and out, they're quick, they're fast, it's competitive. But now they're up for a challenge, 3/4 of a mile, paper clip, dirt speedway. It's going to be tough. I'm glad I'm up here in the booth with you. I'll tell you that, Jacob.
It will be a battle for sure. Sean Brown, I believe, taking the win last week at Lernerville. Wasn't it?
Yep, nailed that right on the head.
And then
that was a good race, too.
He's got Jesse Dacus down there in the 01, fast as usual. This should be an awesome Heat 1 to the start here at USA International.
Lights are off on the pace truck, mean it's time to go. Green flag action.
8 car, Sean Brown getting a little loose off the start there, but following right behind the 01 going into 1 and 2. Jesse Dacus with the lead.
Mason Randolph moves up a spot to third, right on by Jax Young. Brandon Surratt, Neil 73 on the move as well, but alongside Gage Stevens. Had a run there for a second, has to give it back.
Jason Randolph holding on to the third spot there in that 47 car behind the Sean Brown. Jax Young in the 25 has the 73 trying to poke to the inside. Brandon Surratt as they come around 3 and 4.
2 laps down here in the book, 6 to go. The top 3, Dacus, Brown, Randolph, currently kind of safe. Jax trying to reel him in here, Jacob, with Surratt and Gage Stevens not too far back. And even there, battle for 6th position. Further.
Back further with Brandon Surratt as Gage Stevens now trying to make the slide job work in 1 and 2. The 5 car going out high, the 73 now following right behind him on his tail, closing the gap here going into 3 and 4.
Battle for 2nd there. Randolph was on the inside. Now he's 2.5 car lengths back. Oh, that was close. We haven't seen. It's tough. It is quite difficult to pass here at USA, especially when the track is fresh and tacky. When it starts getting a little slick, you're going to start seeing a little bit of sliders, that kind of line right there by the 47. Right now, 5 down, 3 to go.
Jax Young still trying to work that 24 machine to the backside of the 47 of Jason Randolph. As they come into 3 and 4, Jason Randolph goes to the inside of the 8 car of Sean Brown, and Jesse able to run away and still holding on to the lead.
Yeah, Sean Brown, Jason Randolph keep battling. Jesse Degas up there in the bright yellow machine smiling. The more they battle, the bigger the gap. Next time by white flag. This time, actually, the white flag is out.
Jason Randolph trying to hang on to that outside edge, trying to get the bite to move up to the backside of that 8 car to try to throw it in 3 and 4. Not quite able to do it. Sean Brown still hanging on to the second. The 47 machine pulling to the backside as the checkered flag waves for heat number 1.
That was the battle right there, the whole heat race. Sean Brown versus Jason Randolph. Jesse Deck is going to take it home, though. He's going to be your A-main pole sitter. All right, it's time for heat number 2 grid. Pole sitter number 12, Tanner Pettit, alongside Harlan Cure.
And in the 3rd spot, the 13A of Aiden Berlin. And 4th, going to be the number 2M of Jamie McCarron. But it looks like Aiden missed the grid there.
Yeah, he did. You're right. Might be having a little issues with his old race machine. 3rd row inside, number 1, Justin Lemon, alongside Chris Marcantonio, and the 6th spot.
And going to be 7th is Peyton Codwell. And 8th is going to be Austin Griffey. I hope I'm saying that right.
Now, hearing over the raceways there, Aiden, I think, thought he had a little bit more time to come back here and missed the grid here. So, I'm not sure if you'll be able to still come out here after these drivers get the green flag, but we're about to find out. 8 laps, the distance, top 3, get the golden ticket to the A main event.
The 24 down low with the 7 out high. Carlin Cure, Tanner Pettit looking to take the green flag as they are just now getting ready to go into 1 and 2 and on to the back stretch.
Tanner Pettit is 2nd in point standings here for the Can-Am Sprint Car Series, presented by iRacing.com. Sean Brown has a pretty big margin of a lead with 716 points. Tanner, 635. But look at this. The gap to 3rd, Justin Lemon, 3 points, 632.
Some nice, tight, clean racing going to be happening up here in the front with the 360 sprint cars for the Can-Am Sprint Car Series. The pace truck is off and the green flag is out. Tanner Pettit able to jump out front in that 24 machine.
Good clean start, single file all around. Lemon always loves to go low. Did it there 1 and 2 as J-Mac in the deuce right behind.
Going to the outside because Jamie right behind him on his tail, trying to go to the inside now. The 2 and 1 and 2 and the inside of the 1 trying to stick the slide job.
anticipated Cardwell hard in the wall, did a couple pirouettes. Aiden Berlin back out on the track, missed the grid. Gonna have a tall order here to get in the top 3, Jacob.
Carlin Cure taking the lead now from Tanner Pettit, the number 7 car, able to put the slide job as they went into 1. And now coming out of 2 on the back stretch, going into 3 and 4. Tanner Pettit on the backside tail of that number 7 car in the 24 machine.
Battle up front, battle right here for 3rd. J-Mac was all over the rear 11. There at an exit number 4, but now the gap commences. Now he has his own battle. Austin Griffey making his way from the rear of the field in 8th. He's in 5th. We're on lap number 4, coming to halfway.
3rd, 4th, and 5th bunched up right behind Tanner Pettit and Carlin Cure, all trying to track down these leaders here at USA International, heading onto the backstretch, the 57, trying to close that gap on that number 2 machine of Jamie McCarron.
Lemon Bubble on sitter here. He is sitting 3rd. J-Mac all over the rear cove. Entering here, going high, looking for a slingshot out of the exit. Austin Griffey, eyes are big, trying to follow J-Mac. We're coming across the line here. We're going to get 2 laps to go.
Carlin Cure still out front there, running away from the 24s. He's now able to jump the gap up a little bit, pulling away about a half a second away from Tanner Pettit.
Lemon holding off J-Mac. J-Mac is searching. Austin Griffey is hoping for a miracle for those 2 to get tangled up. The white flag is out. Lemon right now is safe.
Onto the backstretch, Justin Lemon holding the second group of guys off. Jamie McCarron getting around or in front of Austin Griffey here, coming into 3 and 4. The 1 car, Justin Lemon in the transfer spot, able to advance to the A main.
Carlin Kier wins it. We'll be on the front row of the A main. Spins it around. He is one happy driver.
What an awesome race there that was here in the Can-Am Sprint Car Series. What do you think?
We're just getting started here shortly, Jacob. We're going to put them all together. These drivers will have just a hot minute or 2 to get their setup ready, get enough fuel in the car, get this track ready as they want it to be. So, if you haven't used the restroom, now's a good time to do that. Grab your favorite snack and drinks, and we'll be right back for tonight's A-Main starting grid for the Can-Am Sprint Car Series, presented by iRacehub.com. These drivers are just wrapping up full sends here in warm-up. The track looks, I think it looks just about right. 30 laps will be the distance, and it's time for us to get the starting grid of tonight's main event here for the Can-Am Sprint Car Series presented by iRacing.com. I'm Case Souch, aka Big Bacon, alongside Jacob Keith here for Dirt Dogs International Racing Network. Pole sitter number 01, all the way up from up north Canada, Jesse Dacus, alongside Carlin Cure.
Starting in the third spot, it looks like Sean Brown's got a new wrap on that thing in the third there, in that 8 car. Tanner Pettit in the 24th, starting in the 4th position, right outside Sean Brown.
Third row inside from the firm Motorsports, number 47, Jason Randolph, alongside in the number 1, Justin Lemon.
Jax Young starting in the 7th spot, with Jamie McCarron starting in the 8th spot out of Australia.
Fifth row inside, Gage Stevens in the 5, making a good run there in the heat race. One car to watch out for in the 57. It's Austin Griffey.
And then starting in 11th is going to be Brandon Surratt. And then starting in 12th is going to be Chris Mark. We're going to call him Chris Mark.
Oh, come on. I had to say it, Jacob. I was hoping you try. All right, starting 13th, Caleb Brockman. I believe brand new to the league in the 6th car. Aiden Berlin missed the start of the heat race. Had a fast car, though, in the 14th position and 14th car.
Yep. Joe Howe in the 43, starting 15th. And 16th, rounding out the tail end of the field, will be Peyton Codwell in that 99 machine.
Let's see if we can take a peek at the old weather report real quick here. Wind not a factor, 78 degrees out, and humidity 56. Well, dust hopefully shouldn't be a factor. These drivers need to make sure they pay attention to the track state, as that makes a difference where the speed is. Lights are off on the pace truck. This time, we're going green.
This should be an awesome race here. The 360 sprint cars at USA International. Not much room to pass here, but very fast racing, as they will be able to fight for the bottom and rip up top here in the corners.
16 drivers all battling for the top spot. Second just means you're the first loser. Pace truck off the track. Green flag is out. Oh, Jesse Dacus up front quickly. Carlin here right behind Sean Brown. Gonna dig down low. Randolph thinking about going to 3 wide. He holds off. Up there, thinking deep to the outside, entering turn number 3. Sean Brown still staying true to the low side. Comes up, takes care. And Pettit, 24, gets on by, moves up to third.
Going back to the 47 of Jason Randolph right behind Justin Lemon there. Now he's got Jax Young on the 24 to his outside. It looks like Sean Brown almost slid up into the number 7 machine there. These guys are slipping, rock and rolling here at USA International, heading out to this front stretch into 1 and 2.
Riding on rails, Carlin Cure, lap to go. What was it say? Only 2 tires were on the race surface. The right side of the car was all the way in the wall, just like Lemon right there. Not as hard though. We are at lap number 4 of 30. Randolph looking for a slide job over Lemon, holds true to the middle. Carlin Cure and the outside wall once again, falling all the way back from the Lemon. He was on the front row.
Right in front of Carl. Go ahead.
Battle, I just saw it here, Jacob. A little bit of battle for the lead. Pettit, and he gets in the outside wall. Maybe you shouldn't go to anybody I'm talking about, because they all seem to hit the high side.
They always catch a little bit of that commentator's curse for sure. Sean Brown putting the slide job on the 24, going out of 3 and 4 here, out of the front stretch, coming out of the flag stands.
Putting a little defense mechanism there from Sean on Pettit here. Good, clean, hard racing. Randolph in 4th. Going back here, J-Mac started 8th in the old Deuce machine, up to 2nd. And I talked about him early on the grid. 57. Austin Griffey moved up 3 spots. Always a driver to watch out for when the track gets slick.
Jax Young, also one of them drivers as well in that 24 machine, as we have our first caution of the evening come out.
I'm listening over the airwaves here. Admin caution. Hearing a driver might have not put enough fuel out there, Jacob. And I think maybe a spin out might have happened.
We'll go and check. The little tattletales tells me Gage Stevens or Brandon Surratt. We'll check that out real quick. Check out Gage Stevens here in that 5 machine first. He's ripping the outside of the 73. Into the Brandon Surratt there. They both go into the wall, and the 5 machine rolls right over. The 73 ended up getting plowed into in the door there on the backstretch going 3 and 4. So I believe that's what caused that caution.
I got you there. I don't think I think iRacing Flagman was falling asleep there, and admin here had to throw it manually. But also, like I was saying, I heard someone said that might have only left 5 gallons of fuel in it. Hopefully, we'll keep an extra ear open and find out which driver that might just be.
Well,
don't be afraid to root on your favorite driver here. Put it there in the chat. Who you rooting for? I'm seeing a couple there, Jacob.
That's awesome.
Saying, let's go, Aiden. I know, it's always a good time. Always appreciate you guys rooting on your drivers. The league appreciates you. It's here at Dirt Dogs International Racing Network. We do as well.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody over at Big Bacon Media for sure, coming along for the ride, helping us out, giving us the opportunity to work with him here with the Can-Am Sprint Car Series. We're going to reline these guys up, the 01, Jesse Dacus and Sean Brown, waiting for the green flag behind the pace truck.
First caution of the evening. Sean Brown up a spot now on the front row. Randolph, he started 5th in the 47, right behind, second row. Outside, another driver to watch out for. 20 laps to go. The lights are off on the pace truck. Now it's on the leader's discretion. The green flag is out.
Jesse Dacus taken to a nice early lead, but has Jason Randolph go to the inside with that 47 machine. But the 01 has the run around the outside coming out of 2.
John Brown got the wall there, coming out turn number 2. Somehow held her under control. Pettit almost got the wall, but Aiden Berlin, I think, might have just for a split second, but back right on rails.
Gaining 9 spots now. Aiden Berlin in that 13A machine, working his way up to the 5th spot. Working to the outside there of Caleb Brockman, the newcomer here of the Can-Am Sprint Car Series. They both have Jax Young in the 24 machine behind him, trying to work his way up to the backside there.
Brockman looked like he was trying to stay in groove with Berlin to work his way up, but here comes Jax Young. Dove it in there hard. He looks like gave a little bit of a right rear there. Right on purple. Like Jesse Dacus trying to hold off Pettit here. Sean Brown second, new leader, 47, Jason Randolph. Pulling away Jacob. I think he's got a 410 motor in it. Seeing a whole bunch of collisions on the track here.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we're still green.
We are still
John
green.
Brown touches the wall there, split second. He's getting a little pressure underneath from Dacus.
Jason Randolph still holding them off here. Halfway home, 15 laps left to go for the 47 machine.
All these drivers starting to get single file. I mean, this track state's starting to change. Starting to see a couple drivers, including Dacus there, working a slide line. Slider job, and Gage gets back second position. He was our pole sitter, just past Sean Brown.
Aiden Berlin now gaining one more spot there on Tanner Pettit. The 13A machine now up to the 4th position. as he's gained 10 spots throughout this feature race here tonight. And it looks like
Gets hard in the wall, spins around the front stretch. Was sitting second all the way to 10th. Another car gets collected, his front wing off the car, and that car unfortunately looks heavily damaged. Right now he is crab walking.
very unfortunate there for Mr. Dacus, as he was running right up here in the top 5, running along with these guys. It's a battle here in these 360s at USA International.
Yeah, he was in second. I think he just went in a little too hot. Might have hit the outside wall.
Yeah, these guys are just battling it back and forth. Slide job after slide job.
I mean, it's just past the halfway point, lap 19. I mean, it is go time. These drivers have been on rails, it seemed like, since the initial start of the green flag. Jason Randolph, I've got the lead, couple laps back. Sean Brown gonna be scored second, and 13A of Aiden Berlin started 14th, now third. Tanner Pettit fourth, ran up to top 5 in the old 57. Started 10th, it's Austin Griffey. Saw a few of these drivers getting a little too close to the outside wall. A few of them, fortunately, kept it under control, and unfortunately there for Jesse Dacus, a little too hard up over in, got collected, and I believe he did. He got himself a fresh car out of the trailer, and he's ready to go back racing. He should have, I believe, 11 laps to try to get it done.
Aiden Berlin moving up to the 3rd spot in that 13A now, gaining 1 more position, but he has that 24 machine of Tanner Pettit right to his outside. Sean Brown and Jason Randolph right in front of him as the pace truck goes into 3 and 4. These guys are waiting on the green flag to rip here at USA International.
Always a show here for the Can-Am Sprint Car Series presented by iRaceHub.com. Here we go, the green flag is out. Jason Randolph at 47. Gets a decent start here over Sean Brown in second. Aiden Berlin down low, holding strong, side by side with Sean. He's already battled for second here, heading to turn number 3.
That is a nice looking paint scheme on that number 8 machine to the outside of the 13A. Trying to hang on to that second spot. Aiden Berlin going to the outside to try to look for that run to try to get around Sean Brown.
Lemon moved up to second position here. Looking around here in the back of the pack, there is battling slide job. Gonna car hard in the wall. In the back, we're still green flag racing though. Lap 24 of 30. 6 laps to go. Next time.
Sean Brown clipping his right rear into the top side of 1 and 2. Aiden Berlin gaining some time, going to the inside of Sean Brown here for the second spot. But Sean Brown able to recover it, gain his time back there.
Tanner Pettit moving back to 4th position. The battle still on the track for second. 8.5 a car length behind Sean Brown. As they are starting, it seems like Sean's starting to reel in our leader here just a bit. 5 laps to go.
Back with Justin Lemon in this group right here on his tail. Justin Lemon, Caleb Brockman, the newcomer, right on the tail side of that number 1 machine. Going down. Almost come right in front of the number 2 machine, get clipped from Jesse McCarron there.
They beat back up Tanner Pettit on rails there. Actually, he's starting to close the gap to Aiden. Run a different line on the high side, but we've seen this before. You go too high, your night can be over quickly. Looking at the leader, Sean Brown, 2.5 car lengths behind our leader. 47, Jason Randolph, 3 laps to go. He is right there as the right rear kisses the wall. He's giving it everything he's got.
The 8 machine trying to gain some time on the backside of Jason Randolph here. But he's got Aiden Berlin to his inside every time he goes into the corner. Trying to apply the pressure. Aiden Berlin still on the inside of Sean Brown as they come out of 1 and 2 onto the back stretch there as they apply the pressure to Jason Randolph into 3 and 4.
This could get interesting. Aiden down low, grab second. White flag is out. Can Randolph hold off Berlin? Half a lap to go. They're side by side entering turn number 3.
Still side
Randolph
by side.
by side. Yes, they are side by side. Lap traffic in front. It's almost too close to call.
That was hard to call there. Jason Randolph, I believe, still takes it, though. Aiden Berlin giving it all he had in that 13-8 machine. And Sean Brown pulling up the 3rd spot in the 8 car. Wow, what a race here.
You can't ask for a closer finish there. Wow.
That was an awesome race, Bacon. That was just one of the best races I've seen out of the Can-Am Sprint Car Series thus far here.
I mean, I'll be honest, USA, it's fun in dirt street stocks. It's really difficult in sprint cars, and that was quite a performance. I can't wait. Don't go anywhere. Just give us a minute here. We're gonna get our feature winner, number 47, Jason Randolph, in your Aiden Berlin, and the Can-Am Sprint Car Series owner Sean Brown. Your top 3 here tonight. We'll pull up the results for you for a hot minute as we get these drivers ready.
Finishing in the 1st spot here, Jason Randolph. And 2nd, going to be Aiden Berlin. 3rd, finishing Sean Brown. 4th, going to be Tanner Pettit. And 5th, going to be Justin Lemon.
Caleb Brockman 6th, Jesse Dack is 7th, Carlin Cure 8th, Peyton Caldwell 9th. We're going for top 10, Austin Griffey.
11th, going to be Gage Steven. 12th, Chris Marcantino. 13th, going to be Jesse McCarron. 14th, Joe Howe. 15th, Jax Young.
And at the tail end, Brandon Surrett has got 16th. All right, let's take a peek here. I think our drivers are ready. Let's start off with no other than Can-Am Sprint Car League owner Sean Brown, Big Bacon, up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
What a race that was. Much better than I could ever anticipate. This is a tough track, and not just in any car, but in sprint cars. I mean, you're going so fast, all of a sudden it's almost like a hairpin. How was that race tonight, bud?
Yeah, it was, another USA race. It's pretty usually one line, but we actually got some good racing in, so I'm happy with how it turned out, and everyone was pretty clean tonight. Usually you get lots of yellows here too, so that was awesome.
Yeah, quite impressive. About halfway to go there, you can definitely start seeing some slider lines starting to work. And man, that was really good racing from up here in the booth. And who would you like to thank to grab another podium?
I'd like to thank Firm Motorsports, Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, ABR Setup Shop, Butt Kicker, Mazen's Transport, 21 Designs, Fine Line Designs, Justin Sick Photography, and Siebers Race Media.
Oh, there you go. Grabbing 3rd tonight, Mr. Sean Brown and the freshly painted number 8. Have a good one, brother.
Shout out to J-Mac for the paint too. He hit that one out of the park.
Yeah, it looks really good, man. He did good.
Great on. Thanks a lot, fellas.
No problem. All right. Getting 2nd place tonight. Moving up 12 positions from 14th. Aiden Berlin, Big Bacon up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir, I do.
Wow, what a performance. I mean, I honestly did not know if you won or you got 2nd. Hats off. It was so awesome to watch you come all the way from the back. We sorry to hear that you missed the start of the heat race there, which caused you to start in the back of the field. But from your thoughts and viewpoint, how was it running from pretty much the end of the field all the way to the front row?
I mean, it was very interesting. I thought I was going to be light on fuel going in, so I just ran the bomb the whole entire race. And turns out I was really heavy, and if I wasn't so heavy, I probably would have been like 3/10 faster, which is crazy to think, but it was fun coming from the rear to the front.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you did it. You did it well. Not a dent on that machine. And who would you like to thank to grab a podium tonight?
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Reflection Chemistry, Extreme House Buyers, Redline Race Designs, Alex Bergeron for all the help, and just everyone back in this car week in and week out.
There you have it. Well, take that momentum with you to next week. We appreciate it, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Number 47, tonight's main feature winner, Jason Randolph. Big Bacon up in the booth. You got a copy, brother.
I got a copy.
How was that race, Mr. Smooth, from up in the booth? It was crazy. You guys were battling, it seemed, on lap one like it was the last lap. Yeah, I couldn't even tell who won it there at the end. Hats off for holding off Aiden. I didn't even know how close it was, but it literally looked like an inch. How was that race tonight, bud?
The start was pretty good. I was able to find like a slider line kind of in the middle topish, and I had some good speed there and felt like I was driving away, and then kind of got some late cautions there, and that line kind of went away, and I wasn't sure if I had to move up more or move down, and it looked like Aiden was coming pretty quick on the bottom, so maybe the bottom. But yeah, one more lap, that I probably would have fell back there.
Well, you had just enough for just amount of time, and that's all that matters, because tonight everyone fell just a hair short. So, congrats to you, brother. Who would you like to thank to get you in victory lane tonight?
I'd like to thank Sean for putting on the races. You guys at Big Bacon for broadcasting them and giving us a good night. And I'd like to thank all the guys over at Firm Motorsports that keep us nice and fast. A lot of good drivers over there. Apex Auto Glass and Tinning, ABR Setup Shop, Butt Kicker, Mazin's Transport, and 21 Designs.
There you have it, number 47. Jason Randolph finds himself back in victory lane with a little bit of luck on his side. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, thank you. And yeah, we'll always take the luck over being super fast, I guess. 'Cause sometimes that's just what you need.
No doubt about that. All right, everybody. Jacob, man, that was a darn good race.
Hey, if you ask me, man, that was a lot of slide jobs, a lot of side-by-side battling. Towards the end, a lot of nose to tail, but nonetheless, it was great racing overall here for the 360 Sprints. Just want to thank the Can-Am Sprint Car Series and Sean Brown. Can't thank him enough for letting us come and do this here and broadcast the show for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that. We appreciate all you race fans that come here every week to watch us, root on your drivers. We appreciate the support and love here at Dirt Dogs International Racing Network. I'm Casey Sowich, Big Bacon, up in the booth here with Jacob Keith. As always, y'all stay safe and stay healthy. And we'll see y'all in the next one.